Like to talk about when you have to take a back seat in life. 2 years ago, I was hurt at a job. I tore my labral, the part where your femur is connected to, the little cup is connected to, was torn. I had to stop working. I had to sit down. God sat me down. I had to reevaluate things that was going on in my life, and I had to reevaluate myself. I had to grow spiritually, I had to grow mentally, and I had to grow emotionally. In the 2 years that I was injured and I had to sit down, I lost my son. I lost my house. I lost a lot of people that I loved, or a lot of people that I thought, I should say, a lot of people that I thought loved me. So to speak, I lost myself. But God helped me put the pieces back together. And as per the title of this, sometimes you have to take a back seat. Sometimes you got to sit down. Sometimes you got to be at the bottom to get to the top. Everybody don't start at the top. And while you sitting there, the worst thing to do is but to complain about it because it'll only be longer. You'll just be sitting there miserable. I sat for 2 years, watched people live. It was like a spectator sport. Watch them laugh, watch them cry, watch them enjoy life. While I was just sitting there trying to figure out what the fuck was going on with my life. And I didn't know. No, I had a feeling of what was going on. I had a feeling that God wanted me to sit down, but I just didn't understand why. I felt like I was at the pinnacle of my life, you know. This was a pivotal moment for me. You know, when you finally get successful and you feel you are at where you're supposed to be and things finally start getting right. Yeah, then after that, shit started getting wrong. Lost my job, had to sit down. I was going crazy. I didn't even know what to do. Like, I'm a person who's always had a job or, some kind of hustle, something going on, and I have to just sit down and do nothing, be patient. At that time, I really didn't know what it was like to be patient and wait on God. I didn't know what it was like to be patient at all. Because I wasn't the type of person to sit around and wait for somebody to help me be dependent on other people. I was a go get it type of person because mainly in my life, a lot of people let me down. So depending and trusting in people was not a good suit in my life, you know. But I was hurt. What, March of 2021? I was hurt. By August 2021, I lost my son. I lost my son to a fentanyl overdose. I would like to say that that was the most fucked up point in my life. I don't know if y'all have kids. I don't know if y'all have ever lost a kid. I don't know if you know anyone who has lost a son, daughter, child. It is the worst thing that could ever, the worst feeling. It was like my whole fucking life fell apart. I felt like Mortal Kombat, like somebody fucking just snatched my everything out. Snatched my heart out 100 times, my spine. I felt like I was dying every day. And this was just kind of strange because for a long time I felt dead on the inside. I felt like something was missing. And this was prior to all of this happening. I felt like something was missing. And then all of a sudden my life just started getting thrusted in a different direction for me to be positive. I have always been a person who helped people. No, no problem. Give you the shirt off my back. You need a meal, I'll cook it. You need a place to live, you can have a couch. Like I've always been that type of person, but it was something that was on me that wouldn't let me be that. I don't know if it was the generational curses. I don't know if it was just the dark side of me, but I couldn't just fully be who I was. People didn't want to accept me. They only wanted to accept the parts of me that they like. The parts that I helped and put in work. But when it comes to reciprocation, I wouldn't get that. At one time, I was a people pleaser. But anyway, that's another story. I had to rise above the occasion. There were so many times in the last 2 years I felt like I've been stepped on. There were so many times I felt like I couldn't get up, like my head was underwater, like I couldn't breathe. And I'm going to tell you something. It's 2 years later, 2.5 years later, 2 years after my injury, 2 years after I lost my son. And I want to let you all know one thing. If you don't know, God is good. He is not just good, he's great. And obedience is rewarded. If you wait and you take your turn and you be patient and you go through them hard times, them situations that you put through, and you pass them tests, you come out with a new life, with a new you. For me, I had to kill my ego. It had to die. The negativity inside of me had to go. Self-sabotaging, blowing up on people, not really caring what people think. I still don't care about what people think, but just, man, things are so different. I don't even feel like the same person I used to be. And I feel like it's just like off my back, let it roll on. You can't really do anything about what other people feel. You can't do anything about how other people act. The only thing you can do is control yourself. And I could tell you, controlling yourself, for me, is hard. Because when people say stuff, I just want to slap the fuck out of them. So, instead of going from actions, I went to thoughts. And so as you think, so you are. I had to change the way I think. I had to change that lack mentality. I've watched a lot of videos on YouTube, and a lot of these YouTube people that I've watched have clarified a lot of things in my life. Y'all are blessings to me, and I thank you. I thank you guys for helping me. I like to want to be one of them people that say, I did it all on my own. I'm self-made, but I'm not self-made. God made me. And the people that I take advice from and look up to spiritually in that way have guided me and helped me. I did a lot of work now. I had to sit down. And in this time I had to sit down, I had to do self-inventory. I had to look at me. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to take a call. But I had to do self-inventory. I had to look at me. I had to look at my heart. I had to look at the way that I thought. I had to look at the way that I spoke. I had to look at everything about me. I started seeing myself in other people, the fucked up parts of me, and I didn't like it. I had to make an executive decision to make a change. And it didn't happen, willingly, because I did not willingly want to change. I did not willingly want to do the work. I didn't want to be a better person. I wanted to be, but I knew how hard it was going to be. I'm sorry I have to stop this live, you guys. I will get back. It was a nice conversation, and I hope you all was able to take something from that. Have a great day.